If you are living in the United States in 2026, you have to ask yourself if the reality in your kitchen makes any sense anymore. Have you noticed it? The food. Something is fundamentally off. It doesn't taste like food. It tastes like a laboratory approximation of a memory. You aren't the only one feeling this. We are currently living through a food quality crisis that has moved beyond internet rumors into a documented collapse of nutritional integrity. We are dealing with chicken that chews like a rubber bouncy ball, strawberries that look like red giants but rot in just 48 hours, and ground beef that crumbles in the pan like oily Play-Doh. People travel to Europe or Japan for a single week, eat their weight in bread, pasta, and dairy, and return home feeling lighter, less bloated, and more energized. But the moment they step back into an American grocery store, the brain fog, inflammation, and fatigue return. The truth is that the American food system is no longer designed to feed you. It is designed to survive a 3,000-mile supply chain and maximize water weight for corporate profit. Today, we are breaking down the industrial shortcuts, the biological failures, and the hidden labels that explain why your dinner feels fake. But the beef isn't the only problem. We're just getting started. The meat manipulation, paying for water and needles. The gross ground beef phenomenon is the first red flag. Yet you buy a pound of fresh beef, the sell-by date is 3 days away, but by the next morning, it has turned a sickly, muddy brown. When it hits the pan, instead of searing, it begins to boil in a gray pool of liquid. You aren't crazy, you are literally paying for industrial tap water. In 2025, investigative reports highlighted that major suppliers for big-box retailers like Walmart and Kroger utilize a process called plumping. This involves treating meat with a solution of water, salt, and phosphates to increase the retention of moisture. Because you pay by the pound, the industry is effectively selling you water at the price of protein. Stat overlay. Up to 15% of your beef's weight is actually chemically bound water. Then there is the hidden practice of mechanical tenderization. To make low-quality, tough cuts sellable, the industry uses machines equipped with thousands of tiny needles to stab the meat, breaking down the muscle fibers. While this makes a cheap cut tender, it creates a massive food safety loophole. If a single piece of meat on the assembly line has E. coli or salmonella on the surface, those needles drive the bacteria deep into the center of the cut. This is why food scientists now warn against ordering a rare burger in standard American chains. It isn't a solid steak, it's an industrial brick where the outside has been pushed to the inside. But if the beef is a manipulation of weight, the chicken is a manipulation of biology. The biological failure, woody breast, and chlorine. You've seen the size of modern American chicken breasts. They are massive, often 3 to 4 times the size of a bird from 1950. In side-by-side weight tests, a standard value pack breast from a major retailer measured nearly 110% larger than a bird from an organic local butcher. This isn't a sign of a healthy bird. It's a biological failure known as woody breast. Because commercial birds are now bred to reach slaughter weight in just 42 to 47 days, half the time of a traditional farm bird, their muscle tissue grows faster than their circulatory system can support. The muscle fibers literally suffocate, leading to scarring and a hard, fibrous texture that chews like rubber. To compensate for this, the industry plumps the chicken even further, injecting it with a brine of salt and natural flavors. Furthermore, the U.S. remains one of the few developed nations to allow chlorine washing. To combat bacteria counts in overcrowded factory farms, American poultry is bathed in a chlorine dioxide solution, a practice strictly banned in the European Union since 1997. Europe solved this decades ago, so why are we still so far behind? The produce trap. The 2,000-mile illusion. Ever buy a container of strawberries that looks perfect, but only to find them covered in fuzzy white mold 48 hours later? This is the result of a supply chain that prioritizes durability over nutrition. Average American produce travels 2,000 miles before reaching your fridge. Because of these long distances, fruit is picked weeks before it is actually ripe. Strawberries are harvested while they are still green and hard, then stored in cold, dark holding rooms where they are gassed with ethylene to turn them red. This is why your strawberries have white centers. They were never allowed to ripen on the vine. They were painted red by a chemical process during transport. By the time they reach a shelf, they have reached the absolute end of their biological shelf life. They may look great under the fluorescent lights, but the moment you bring them into a warm kitchen, they collapse into mold. And while you were watching the mold, the labels were secretly changing. The rebrand, bioengineered, is the new GMO in early 2022. The USDA officially replaced the GMO label with a new, friendlier marketing term, contains bioengineered food ingredients. It is the same technology, but with a massive transparency loophole. Under current BE labeling laws, if a food ingredient exceeds a certain percentage threshold, companies can opt out of disclosure entirely. What this means, you are likely eating bioengineered DNA in 90% of the middle aisle products, from Campbell's soup to salad dressings, without ever seeing a label. The rebrand was a strategic move to reduce consumer friction. As of 2026, over 70% of American consumers surveyed stated they feel misled by these standards. It explains why food feels so different when you leave the country. Out of the European paradox, why your metabolism fixes abroad. The most common story told by American travelers is the European effect. They eat forbidden foods, bread, pasta, and gelato, and somehow lose weight. Back in the US, a single salad leaves them bloated and inflamed. Why? Because the US allows thousands of chemicals and additives that other countries banned decades ago. In Europe, a standard loaf of bread is made of flour, water, salt, and yeast. In the US, a commercial loaf can contain up to 30 ingredients, including azotocarbonamide, the yoga mat chemical, high fructose corn syrup for artificial browning, calcium, propionate to stop molding for weeks. In a European cereal aisle, you find 5 options because the ingredients in the other 40, like red 40, yellow 5, and BHA, are either banned or require a health warning label. In the US, our system is built on shelf life. Nutrition and flavor come second. We aren't eating different food. We are eating a different version of food designed for a warehouse, not a stomach. But you don't have to be a victim of this system. The escape, reclaiming your table. In 2026, you don't have to spend a fortune at Whole Foods to escape the quality crisis. You just have to stop letting big box stores trick you into thinking cheap is the same as value. 1. The butcher advantage. Contrary to the myth, buying from a local butcher can save you money. In a 2025 price comparison, buying 6 pounds of locally farmed meat cost $85, while the equivalent value brand meat at Walmart, with unknown origins and water weight plumping, cost $115. 2. Frozen is the new fresh. Because fresh produce in the US is often picked underripe and gassed, it is nutritionally inferior. Frozen produce is usually picked at peak ripeness and flash frozen within hours. If it isn't in season, buy it frozen. 3. The 5-ingredient rule. If an ingredient list is longer than 5 items, it is almost certainly ultra-processed. Focus on the first 3 ingredients. These make up the bulk of what you are consuming. If those include natural flavors or seed oils, you aren't buying food, you're buying a chemical formulation. 4. Shop the calendar. In October, the safe list includes apples, pears, Brussels sprouts, and cabbage. These are harvested locally and require fewer preservatives. The final verdict. So is American food fake? Not technically. But the shortcuts, the plumping, and the industrial tricks have turned our diet into a shadow of what it used to be. We are living in a country where eating clean has become an expensive, exhausting full-time job, while eating cheap has become a slow-acting metabolic crisis. The good news is that you have the power to vote with your wallet. Shop local, buy seasonal, and stop letting bioengineered marketing trick you into thinking convenience is the same as health. Next time you shop, notice what's really in your cart. What is the weirdest thing you've ever found in your groceries? A strawberry that wouldn't rot? Meat that turned gray in an hour? Drop your fake food stories in the comments. I read every single one. Stay skeptical, stay fed, and remember, The truth is usually found in the ingredients they try the hardest to hide.